Hello, welcome to Let's Talk with Sheila. I'm glad to have you here tonight. It's late for me, so normally I don't come on this late, but I wanted to come on at night because there was so many hot topics going on, and I felt like you may have heard about the hot topics, but you hadn't heard my spin on the hot topics. So why not? I thought, let's talk with Sheila, hot topics. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to first start with Nene Leaks. And I'm not sure if anyone's heard about it, but Nene Leaks' boyfriend, wife, still married to her, but legally separated, allegedly has put in a lawsuit against Nene Leaks for dating her husband, for ruining their marriage, and she's in the state of North Carolina. So I'm not really sure how many people know about North Carolina, but North Carolina is actually one of 7 states in the United States that actually has a state law against adultery. Now, with their state law, if it's proven that one of the married parties has actually committed adultery, then is there a criminal charge assigned to it? No. If they're found guilty, there's no criminal charge. But what this does enable, once the divorce is final, the payout as far as the divorce decree, the amount of the annulment, the amount, if you had a prenuptial, child support, everything, because if your partner is found guilty of adultery in the state of North Carolina, guess what? She's going to win big. So what do you think she's trying to do? She's trying to set herself up in a way that whatever her husband has, if she's getting, just say she's getting 50% of it. If he's cheated on her, she's probably going to want a whole 75%. What do you think, ladies? I mean, I'm just asking. And maybe I don't even have to ask ladies. I mean, nowadays, you have relationships that work both ways. So it could be some infidelity on both sides. So this is why we're keeping it real. And this is why you're here with Let's Talk with Sheila. We're going to keep it 100. So is that a bad idea for her to do what she's doing? Think about it. Her husband, who very well, allegedly, from what, they're saying, they were already separated. But if it wasn't on paper, is it really a separation? Is it a true separation unless you can prove it? Is that not true? So with that being said, she feels that if Nene came into their marital space and pretty much took her husband from her, and now she's in a position where everybody knows Nene is high profile. Come on, let's talk. Okay? High profile. So with a high profile person like Nene, and you are probably, because her husband's been doing well, because he has a tailor shop. I think he has his own designer clothes, suits. He's probably done very well. So she's probably highly seen, has a high status in her community. And so for you to see now a high profile celebrity, Nene Leaks, come and actually now she's with your husband, and they're all over social media. They're everywhere. So everyone openly knows now, whether you decided to share this with people, but people openly know now what your husband is out here actively being in a allegedly relationship, and you're still married. He's still in the household, as far as what everybody thinks. So it could be she's very upset. And I think we said the last thing you ever want to do is for a black woman to be scorned. Okay. So let's see. I actually have some information on Nene. So let's read about it. So, and I'm just going to hit some key little points. I'm not going to go into it because I pretty much told you everything from the legal side of North Carolina and also what the wife stands to gain if she wins this lawsuit. So basically, the court documents, and this is obtained by Page Six and TMZ. So I have to give them their credit. This is where the sources of the material that I'm reading from. The court documents obtained by Page Six states that the marital couple enjoyed a genuine, happily marital relationship and had an active sexual relationship prior to his involvement with leaks. Also claims that leaks and Silo, I think that's the husband name, engaged in an ongoing romantic, uninhibited and adultery affair without the knowledge or consent of his wife. And again, I've told anybody who's been on here before, sometimes I have a little enunciation problem, but bear with me, because if you like the information you're getting, then you understand what I'm saying. So basically, she's saying she did not consent and she had no knowledge of her husband and Nene actually involvement. So the claims are that the date of the photograph that Nene revealed her new boo was prior to the actual separation. So she's claiming December the 15th is when Nene revealed the pictures, so that no one, I guess, at that time knew that they were going through marital problems or they were legally separated. But then 2 days later, they were actually legally separated. So she's definitely playing with the dates, but there again, based on what I've told you, what's your opinion? Do you really feel like she has a case? Also, do you feel like Nene and her boo, Sio, is that his name, I think, kind of jumped the broom a little bit too quick, per se? I think that's cute. Jumped the broom a little bit too quick with their love and affection that they were showing all over social media before maybe his paperwork was signed legally. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what's legal. If you were married and legally it was one day and it wasn't another, I mean, I don't know. But you tell me, what's your comments? Let me know. You think Nene has a, do you think Nene has a case? Do you think he has a case? Do you think the wife has a case? Would love to know your opinion. So moving right along, we're going to talk about Kerrion Franklin. So Kerrion, as you know, son of Kurt Franklin, has been, he was caught in a car riding by someone who was actually had already was killed. And so he was put in handcuffs, as well as he has had other charges that has arise from his past. Am I going to go into all Kerrion Franklin case and his back history? No. But if that's something you want to know, please look into it. So the most serious one was he was actually driving a car. Let me. That was a murdered person, murdered lady had been murdered. But previously, what is allegedly been saying by Kerrion, that he had actually purchased the car prior to her dying from the lady. So, I mean, we're going to see what happens, what play out. But he was actually in jail for the last 2 months. And I guess Kurt Franklin was like, I can't get you out of this, son. You're going to have to sit and, realize. Because you got to understand, Kerrion has been coming off of, how should I say, up he's a rising star. So, and it was based on him being on Bad Boys LA. So he filmed Bad Boys LA prior to being picked up, obviously, because it's actually being shown now. So it was recorded 8-9 months ago. So he was picked up after he has been on the show. So now the record, now everybody's like right into, they're finally showing he's been in Zeus. So if you want to look at the show, Zeus, Bad Boys Season 1 LA. So Kerrion Franklin again has his career, like I should say, is rising, and now all of a sudden his past is coming back to haunt him. But again, a lot of times, they say what you do the crime, you got to do the time. You know what I'm saying? Karma. And I mean, I think that's what we've all, you all say. Just because you get away with something at the time don't mean that, you're gonna be free and clear the rest of your life. You never know what comes back. But that's with anything. That's treating anybody a certain way, or, not treating somebody a different way. So with that being said, he's done some things in his past, and now it's coming up to catch him. And obviously, Kirk Franklin has been like, no, I'm not getting you out. And so he's finally, after 2 months, he has been released. I'm not sure if Kurt actually, helped him, or after letting him sit for a while. Would be interesting to see. But nonetheless, Kerrion is out. He's happy, and he actually, and let me see if I can go. He actually posted. So he posted pictures, and let me see, Kerrion, where are you? Because we do have your pictures. Okay, I would be having technical difficulties. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I am having technical difficulties, so I don't have, I don't know what happened to my pictures. But anyway, I don't have pictures of Kerrion, but don't worry, I got you. If you on Instagram, go to Instagram, my Instagram IG Live, and it's Let's Talk Sheila, or Let's Talk Sheila and Jordan J. I have two channels. I have two Instagram channels, and I've already posted Kerrion. I posted his what he texted early this morning when he got out. Also, I have a video that I will be uploading of his first IG Live, letting everybody know he's doing well. He has some things that he has to take care of, and it did originate from his past, but things are looking positive. The only case, he has only one case against him now. So he's like, really excited, and he's looking forward to the future. He's letting us know he hadn't seen much of any of the Bad Boy episode. So he's looking forward to watching the episodes, and he's just looking forward to getting things right. And that was one of the things he said. He said, let him get things right. So Kerrion, we are looking forward to you getting things right. We're looking forward for you to have aspiring future. And also, having a relationship with your father, a closer relationship with your father. So Kerrion, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with you. And I will keep posting on my IG Lives when I see that you're doing different things. And again, come to my IG Live and see if you like it, subscribe, follow. And hopefully I'll have some entertaining things for you to come in the future and right now. So check it out. Let's Talk Sheila. So, and Let's Talk Sheila and Jordan J. So next, let's talk. Last night, I know for the last, few days, maybe the last week, there's been drama with Monique and D.L. Hughley. So apparently, D.L. Hughley and Monique were actually going to do a comedy show together. And Monique came into, the day, I think they were in Detroit, maybe. I'm not sure where they were. But anyway, I think Detroit. I'm almost sure it was Detroit. So Monique thought she was the headliner. D.L. Hughley thought he was the headliner. So when Monique found out she would not be headlining and D.L. Hughley would be the headliner, Monique went on a rant, and she pretty much dog walked D.L. Hughley on stage. Okay, let's just keep it real. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, it was right, it wasn't wrong. But at the end of the day, she got her point over how she felt about D.L. Hughley, how she felt about what had just transpired. And a lot of people on social media was like, okay, this is real simple. If Monique feeling like she feel, and then DL Hughley, so let me keep it 100, came back and he made the comment that his contract said he was the headliner. He was always going to be the headliner. He wasn't playing second fiddle to Monique. And he has now really understood why Monique has had so many problems in the future, because she seems to have problems with everybody. Again, this is me paraphrasing D.L. Hughley. This is not coming from Let's Talk with Sheila. Okay, so let's keep it 100. So he was saying that he understands why she's had so many problems, because when something doesn't work out her way, she rants and raves, and she calls, I guess, discrimination, and then she calls for all the Black females to unite and see what's going on. And then so D.L. Hughley felt like it was just I guess, how should I say it, a stab in the back, because he had not worked with Monique, and he felt like he had decided to work with Monique to, I guess, give her a chance for him to have a different opinion on her. Because pretty much, I'm not really sure when he said he decided to go ahead and work with her, what that meant and what that entitled him to. Like, did that entitle him to something, or better yet, did that entitle Monique to something because D.L. Hughley decided to work with Monique? So I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure, and I'm not understanding where he's coming from with that, because at the end of the day, Monique is a seasoned comedian. She's been in the field over 30 years, just as well D.L. Hughley has been in the field over 30 years. But he's been in there longer. So with that being said, he did have a strong opinion about what happened tonight and his feelings. So social media, you know what we're going to say. Bring the receipts, bring the receipts. And D.L. Hughley, he did post receipts. Love D.L. Hughley. He did post. Now he did post receipt, and basically what he posted was a contract memo. But this memo looked like an agreement. I'm not really sure. I mean, he had blacked out a lot, but pretty much what this agreement said, that D.L. Hughley was the headliner. He was to be the last on the show. He was to headline the show, and he was getting paid to be a headliner for the show. So at this time, then people going, oh my God, okay, then D.L. Hughley done show, he done show his contract. Monique show yours. So with that being said, Monique showed her contract. Now, let me explain, because one of the things that was brought up was Monique contract was a contract from her husband production company, and it was a contract with a lot of their names in it, but it still was a legal binding contract. So in a contract where, I guess in the entertainment world, it doesn't matter who writes up the contract, and either the promoters will write it up or the actual celebrity, the actual star, the actual power headliner. So Monique and her production wrote it up, which is run by her husband. He's her manager, and they agreed on it. And in her defense, it does say she's a headliner. It does say that she is the headliner, and also she showed proof of a show schedule that actually showed the different times the comedians would be going on, and Monique was last to go on in addition with her contract. Now, with that being said, D.L. Hughley, with his contract memo that he showed, he actually showed his show schedule. And his show schedule had him as the headliner, had Monique before him, and he was the one closing out. It was identical. It was just reversed. So again, they're both, Monique was not having it. Monique was like, this is fake. I don't know, what that is. That's not a contract. D.L. Hughley was like, he was very defensive, like, I'm not going to do this with Monique, whatever, Monique. And again, he did come back. He did come back with a few choice words, as we can, I will say. And again, I'm going to tell you again, my IG, Instagram live, I do have all the documents from Monique and DL Hughley on posted. So if you want to see the documents, please go to Let's Talk Sheila on IG, Instagram, and follow. So with that being said, they've been going back and forth. And now my thing has been, the whole time, my thing has been, where are the promoters? Where are the promoters? Because you even had Ricky Smiley. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. He actually had he brought on Lunel. He brought on a male. I'm just so sorry I can't remember his as a comedian. And then Kim Whitney. So they were kind of brought on. And well, wait, I know Luell. I don't know about Kim Whitley. So let me just say that. But anyway, so they actually talked about being comedians. And one of the things that they said was, sometimes when you may be the headliner, but sometimes you may go to another venue where the person is from. So given that they could have been in Baltimore, Monique's from Baltimore. So what happens is they will, as long as the money don't change, they don't have any problem with who closes, who headlines at the end, who closes the show. So it's something that's common with them. So they really didn't understand why Monique made such a big deal about this, and why she didn't talk to DL Hughley. She went completely off on DL Hughley. She talked about his support dog. She talked about his wife, feeling sorry for his wife. And like I said, Monique went in. Okay, Monique went. And I'll keep it 100. Monique went in like somebody who was already scorned, like somebody who already had something on their mind to say, and they just needed just that little, that little touch, that little poke, and it was going to be on. Because with the type of person Monique has shown herself to be, she shows herself to be someone who likes to think, someone who likes to take it in before she actually speaks. This is what I've learned. I've thought that I've been seeing of Monique in all the years. It's been over 13 years. We haven't seen a lot of Monique. So with that being said, she hasn't been attacking everyone who's been, saying something about her. So I think she has showed a sense of she's not the person that's going to just attack. But now with her, the way she attacked DL Hughley, Monique, girl, you already had this on your mind. And you was waiting on this, right? And I understand, because then she went live with her husband. That's on Instagram Live if you like. And that's under the Real Mo World. And that's Monique's channel. And Monique went on live with her husband, Sydney Hicks, and they actually talked about what Monique has been feeling. And Monique has been feeling like a lot of people has let her down in the past, and a lot of people have taken cheap shots at her, and then a lot of people, just their integrity is just not what they represent themselves to be. So Monique had a lot to say, and her husband had a lot to say. And I'll be honest with you, last night I went on live with a few of my lady friends who are Black content creators. We're all under the mentor Kamisha Reviews. We're mentees of Kamisha Reviews. And so we were all on last night, Let's Talk Sheila Instagram Live, actually talking about DL Hughley and Monique. And you should go over and watch it because it was really good. And the reason I'm going to tell you it's so good is because everyone had different opinions. We all respected one another's opinion, but we did have different opinion. And we had some, a lot of people felt like they understood, they had empathy with Monique. They felt like there have been times that, they've been blackballed. So really you should go over. And if you know Kamisha Reviews, she was actually on it, and she actually she gave a heartfelt of being able to understand where Monique was coming from, being in the industry, being on the YouTube streets. So, you should definitely go over and watch. It's on Instagram. It's Let's Talk Sheila, and it's the Monique and DL Hughley spin. So I'm not going to continue to do a lot of talking about it, but what I will say, I think it's the promoters need to come out, clear this up, and we need to move past this. It's always some division. It's always us being divided among ourselves. And I'm just really tired of it. Okay, so that's the end of that. Next, we're going to just move on real quickly with this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. As of yesterday, if you haven't heard, the lawsuit between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp has been finalized. Johnny Depp has won his defamation claim. He has been awarded $15 million, $10 million as the actual for $10 million for the defamation suit, and then an extra $5 million for the punitive damages that he suffered. And so now he feels so vindicated. But in addition, Amber Heard, she did win $2 million. So she won some money too. Sorry, my throat's a little parched since I'm talking so much. But anyway, so Amber Heard, as you know, you would know. Let me pull up this, and I know this is probably something you're like, Sheila, we don't want to hear this, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. A jury has found Amber Heard and Johnny Depp liable for defamation in their lawsuit against each other. Okay, so the jury awarded significant more damages to Depp, a legal win for the actor. Depp has said, due to the claims that Amber Heard has made about him, has caused him to lose lucrative acting roles. And he's like, he needs to be compensated. Now, he wanted, I think, $50 million, and Amber Heard, she wanted $100 million, which I'm not laughing. That's just a lot of money when I think about, wow, 100 million, 50 million. But unfortunately, she lost. Well, she didn't lose. They both won. They both were guilty of libel defamation against each other. But he won 15 million. She won 2 million. And basically, he's happy that this is all over. I'm happy this is all over. I'm happy to move on. So anyway, that's Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's case. If you look forward to, if you need more information, it's all over the internet. So just type in Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. Moving right along, who do I have next? Okay, so the last thing I have to talk about, and this has just been released, and I probably should have started it off first. As we know, Young Thug and has been in jail on 54 charges. RICO charges. Young Gunner, he's a rapper. He's an American rapper, and he has a record label. His record label is YSL. Well, the federal government is alleged, and again, all of this is alleged. He is in jail currently on the charges, but he has not been to court, and so I want to make that very clear. But the federal government is alleging that the group name is Young Slim Life, and it's a gang, and they have been doing criminal acts throughout the state of Georgia and throughout they have a organized criminal organization. It's an organization, and they found Young Thug to be one of the leaders of the actual gang, and Gunner, he's another American rapper out here. And these Gunner and Young Thug are very popular, and they are, very charismatic. But they both have been charged with being, what does it say so that I can make sure, in command. So they've been found to be in command. So anyway, both have come up for bail. So today, Young Thug came up for his bail hearing to see if he will be able to get out and, try to fight this trial and see what will happen in the case of him in these charges. Because at the end of the day, Young Thug is losing money, obviously being in prison, a jail. I should say again, I said prison, but I mean jail. And then who is trying to be in jail? Like, no, you don't make money in jail. And I'm actually looking for. I'm actually looking for the article I pulled up, but let me just give me a moment. So what's going on? If you're here with me, please subscribe. Please follow on IG. Please subscribe here. And I'm glad that you're here with me because you could be anywhere else and you decide to be here with me. Please comment. Please comment. So let's read. So Young Thug today had a lengthy day in court. This is all from the sources of TMZ. So I'm reading this from TMZ. Shout out to him. So Young Thug was in court today. Basically, he was in court for over 8 hours. They were arguing for his freedom in a Georgia courtroom. Thug was the most dangerous member. This is what the federal government saying of Young Stoner Life gang. Okay, but from my understanding, it's Young Slim Life recording label. That's what YSL. So I guess we'll find out if that's true or not. So today, his attorney went in front of the court, and Young Thug was there. He's a big music mogul. He actually defended Young Thug, saying that he's an influencer. He's a charitable person. He was even willing to co-sign on the bond. So now this is major, but there again, Young Thug is large in the music industry. He's very large in the music industry. So he's not a small, he's not anything by any far a small act at all. But unfortunately, the judge decided to deny his bail. And basically, he denied his bail on reasons that the prosecution said intimidation of witnesses. This is the same reason Gunner charges was denied as well. They're saying if they get out, they're going to intimidate the witness. So, and that's basically obstruction of justice. So due to the nature of the charges and due to, I guess, the high profile organization and the high in command profile position that Young Thug and Gunner held, they have been denied bail. So pretty much that's all I have for you tonight. So please let me know, what did you think? Again, what do you think on some of the topics, the hot topics that's going on? And if you like what I'm doing with some of the hot topics, I'm still going to do my reviews because I love my reviews. I'm getting ready to do P-Valley. It's coming out Friday, so stay tuned to that. I have a few other shows that I'm reviewing as far as Basketball Wives. I have a lot. Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then also I'm on Love and Marriage DC panel with Kamisha Reviews on Sunday morning. So if you at 12:45 Eastern, so that would be 11:45 Central, Kamisha Reviews Love and Marriage DC. That panel is off the chain, so you should definitely come over and watch us. But if you're still here, thank you so much for being here. If you have any comments, please let me know what you thought. And if you would like to see me do more hot topics, please let me know. Thank you and have a wonderful night.